What's going on, Flipping Cricket fans? It's Sam once again. We out here on the water getting ready to bring you another Garmin 106 SV video. We're going to show you how to mark waypoints, how to set up your graph so you can get the optimal returns out of your screens. Stick around, we got a good one coming for you. Boom! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we out here on the water. We're getting ready to let you see how we do our waypoint marking and adjusting our graphs. Now, just for a general rule of thumb, if you're not going to be hardcore into trying to find offshore cover and stuff like that, Garmin's default settings are good. I went through and put everything back on default, but give or take, just keep this in mind. When you're riding and you're searching and you're graphing, if you're in deeper water, you want your return to be hotter. So that means you wanted your contrast to be up a little higher. But since we're in shallower water, I actually want to pause it, hit the menu button on them, side view, contrast, get it off of default, and I want to actually bring it down a couple notches. Now, because I'm used to fishing it this way, I'm used to seeing it, but it makes the stuff pop out even the more. If you watch, you can see different stuff like how these tires, how these limbs, how these little brush piles, how deep they are, which, like I said, the water is real shallow here at this lake in general. But you saw how, because the side imaging and I'm in shallow water, I brought the contrast down. It actually makes the stuff stand out more. It makes the harder return light up. So harder things will actually pop out. Now, if I was in, say, 25 foot of water doing some offshore fishing on a lake, I could actually go up in my settings. I could either do auto medium, auto high, or I could naturally go and, let's go back, go to menu, go to contrast, and then I can go up and make the return hotter, and you'll see just the shadow, but you don't see the figures. But in deeper water, you have a lot more stuff to comb through, and that higher contrast will actually make that stuff stand out a little bit more. But for a better general rule of thumb, you run default, you won't have to worry about it. But always remember, adjust no more than 5 to 10, what is that, percent above default, or 5 to 10 below default in this general pattern. With this new 106 SV with the ultra high def GT56 ultra high def, I like the orange pattern. Let's see, let's go back, frequency. I like to keep the brightness around auto medium, that's give or take on both. And let's go with the color scheme. Boy, look at there. All right. So I'm out here and we're now in 6 foot of water, and it has different color schemes. You got the rustic steel, and Garmin has some new colors. Some people like that. I particularly like the lava, the Caribbean, floodlight. That's almost like a grayscale. Ice blue, that's kind of like the old blue pattern. Aqua, this is a new one. And the copper, just going through them, letting you see them. That's the old midnight blue, orange crawfish. Just letting you see how they look, because these are old ones. Inverse gray. I do like the inverse gray sometimes. That used to be my favorite on the 93 SV. And so got the sun at our back now. Hopefully you can see it. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna get back into some cover. We're gonna go back to the lava and let this thing stand out at you. Like that. I don't run the range lines or anything like that, but just for general setup. Now I'm gonna show you the lava. In the lava, no. Do a couple more passes over there, we can roll. That wind trying to pick up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to demonstrate to you how I particularly mark an object. See, we got a long object here in the water. Fish will definitely hang around that because of the shadows. They'll lay right up in the crease of it. So once I'm scanning and I'm out scanning a piece of cover and I like it, what I'll do is I try to mark as many waypoints on it as I can. And what I'll do is I'll try to put 3 to 4 to centralize my cast. I have this linked to my graph up front, which is a normal 93 SV Plus. I have it linked. So with the Garmin Ethernet cable, I had it ran through my deck there. My brother and I installed it. Easy to do, just plug in and go. All my updates are done. As long as both graphs on, they'll update together. I have another video that came out before this one, and I didn't explain that, but I'm telling you, with that setup, it has made my offshore fishing so much easier. A lot, you know, I can pinpoint more of my waypoints with this graph because of the 10 hertz system per second. And I mean, hey, it can't really get any more simple than this. This has been this is going to be a staple rather in my arsenal. I don't have any live scope. Live scope is cool, but I'm not a great big fan of live scope. Now, I have been beat by live scope, but you don't have to have live scope to catch fish. But these are the essentials. I'm letting you all see what we got, how we're doing it, how we run everything, and what our systems are. Now, one thing I will say, you do have to kind of press on the screen a little harder than I like at times, but it helps you prevent from just rubbing against your screen, marking waypoints, or throwing off your scan. So I can get with it. It's just to learn behavior. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We'll give you one more pass of some good stuff. How we got it set up. And we're going fishing. What's going on, Flipping Cricket fans? It's Sam once again. We're on the way out of here off this water. Hopefully you enjoyed the content of how we mark our waypoints, how we show you how we find, when we find cover, how we mark it multiple times. That way we can pinpoint with accuracy how we drop our cricket, so to speak, or our baits and fishing area. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you can use that. If you have any questions, leave them down below. We'll try to get back to you. Even if you have any ideas for content, just let us know. If we can do it and it's within our power to do it, we will do it. And we just want to say thank y'all for sticking with us. We have made it over 400 subscribers. It's been a little over a year since we've been doing YouTube, and we've enjoyed it. It's been different for us. It's getting us out of our comfort zone, and you know, but we wouldn't keep doing it if you all didn't like it. And so we thank you all for what you've done, the thumbs up, the comments, and all of those things. We just want to say thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Stick around. And always remember, I hadn't done this one in a while. Haven't done this one in a while, so if you remember this from the earlier videos, I think you will. Hey, as long as you flip your cricket, you're bound to get a bite. Boom!